Hey, so I just wanted to show you how to add the LWC virtual terminal onto a Lightning record page. So I'm going to go ahead and edit the page. And once that has loaded, what we'll see is a list of the things that I can add to the page. And down at the bottom in the custom manage section, there will be a Blackthorn virtual terminal option. Excuse me. So I'm able to drag that onto the screen. And what is happening, the terminal itself is at that point reading to see if you've got any existing metadata configuration. Now, because we're in an opportunity, if I look at the configuration by going to the custom metadata types, I see that there are two fields that are pre-configured to be pre-populated on the opportunity. So we've got the account ID and the amount, which is the reason why the virtual terminal will show that the amount is 50,000 because it matches whatever the opportunity is, and also the account that it's related to because this particular opportunity is for edge communications. So you see that the virtual terminal will respect any metadata mapping that you've got. What you can then also do with the component is actually then specify some other configuration that you may not have in the custom metadata mappings, or you may want to just override some of those settings. So what you can do, for example, is I can default that to, let's say, USD. I can default what the process type is. As an example, I could change that to be, instead of capture now, make it, for example, process. I have the options to, for example, hide the amount to be visible. Um, and so, yep, the amount's no longer visible. I can do the same with the currency. I can have the option to show an address, and that essentially shows the billing address as part of the component when I'm adding a new payment method. I can hide the process type itself, and apologies for these things that keep popping up. And I can enable a light version. Now, we've determined, or we found, that there may be a slight bug with this. So this light version doesn't seem to be working correctly. So just bear in mind with that. I'm not sure if we want to include that in the documentation. Cool. So this is basically what the component level configuration allows you to do. Is, if you don't have any custom metadata type settings, or you'd like to set some additional settings, you can do that directly on the component rather than having to do it on the custom metadata types. And this basically allows you to kind of customize each instance, or each time that you use the virtual terminal, whether it's on an LWC, on a Lightning record page, whether it's so you could, for example, have certain rules for an opportunity, or you could have different ones if you were to place this on an invoice. So yeah, it's really up to you how you configure the virtual terminal, and that's what's good about configurability. And then once you're sort of done with setting all of the fields that you want displayed, you go ahead and save that. And now every time a user navigates to a particular opportunity, we'll see the virtual terminal, and then it will just ask you to complete sort of some fields. So, for example, I can select the payment method, and once I've actually captured all of the information, you would see that that will change that button to allow you to kind of take an action on what you've done. At the moment, it says process because I defaulted on this particular one the value to auto process. But if that had been for example, a capture now, it would be that would show, the button would show pay, or if it was an authorize now,